Another day, another grind. We are here on Road of to Talabheim, and we have Fly on Wood Elves and Staunch, our community member, on Zinj, and he sent me this replay to just, I would say, he humbly admitted that he is still willing to learn, and this game really showed him that. So that's really a nice approach, right, to the game. So let's see. On the cultists here, we have a cultist of Zinj, then Chaos Lord of Zinj. So Zinj, a very broad lineup of chaff units. And is there anything? Yeah, we have the blue horrors here, the RR version, and couple of already units that are in the vanguard position. And on the other side, we have the wood elves, right, and the branch weight plus the Sisters of Avalorn, couple of shooting units, blade guards here, and then also chaffs as well. So yeah, let's get into it and see how both those players perform here. So immediately we have point number one taken here. Objective number one is going down for Zinj, and on the other side, probably the Brent Wraith will maybe try to get the point and then use some magic maybe to fight back. I guess that the Wood Elves will try to poke and get the shields down a little bit, right? Oh, here immediately nice shots, but good juking by Staunch. So Staunch is doing fancy feet work here, and that is pretty much a good thing. Nonetheless, now those shots are hitting the cultist of Zinj. He is losing a lot of shield here and has to move now left and right, so pretty well done here. We have Deepwood Scouts, so that's also a point that probably is favorable with the magical attacks here. And oh, another. So the Wood Elves are now trying really to poke down the Zinj with their superior ranged, but there is a burning head going down by Zinj, and that is huge damage here. Let's see what the call-ins will be soon. So we have Chaos Furies moving in to try to maybe fly around and get a couple of those Blade Guard units here. Another Chaos Fury unit here. And yeah, now the blue fires, right? Those blue horrors here shooting in. I'm a little bit surprised that the Wood Elves have a lot of ranged units here. So now the skirmish cav game is starting to show up. So we have Blade Riders with spears. A nice cast for the Furies here. So they are having Malkos mystifying Miasma. They're slower and kind of don't have any attack anymore. No attack order here, and that is kind of a really bad situation. But the other Chaos Fury unit is going in, and that is nibbling a good nibbling target here. Nonetheless, so Zinj is now in the position of all 3 points and is trying to push back those Wood Elves here. But the Wood Elves now with the Dryads and with the Glade Riders, plus the support by the Sisters, are good. And now another burning head going down. So it's crunching those Wood Elves units. They don't like fire whatsoever. And now we have the Sisters fighting in a melee fight here. Nice attacks, nice screeching, and in the back we have a cast once again by the Zinj player here. To be honest, right now it looks kind of good for the Zinj player. Still a little bit of value here is missing. So now Wood Elves are getting value everywhere. That's kind of not so good for Zinj whatsoever. We have Centaurs moving in now also the Cav play now online for Staunch. And yeah, now it is really about kind of pushing back those wood elves. But in domination, I usually notice that a lot of archery units are kind of untouched, unscathed. You can't attack them really easily because they're surrounded by many units, and you try to get the points, right? So now the points are here for the middle point was taken by the wood elves, but now it is trying to be taken by Tzeentch once again, isn't it? I'm a little bit, yeah, it is. No, yeah, it is taken by the wood elves, right? So point number 3 is still in the clutches of Tzeentch, so the points are ticking really good and well for Tzeentch. We have here, over here, we have the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch. He is trying to fight the sisters, but the sisters are kind of really strong here with the dragon, and that is not easy whatsoever. The blue horrors here, they maybe could have or shot into those blade guards here, but it seems like they have other priorities and they don't have ammunition anymore. So this is now really a fight against the Brandwraith. You know, maybe that is a possibility to crunch this hero down and have a little bit of an advantage. But the value here, value difference, is now 1k, so this doesn't look so well for Tzeentch when it comes to value, right? Still, Staunch is trying to fight back. He has some units still online here, but mostly when it comes to capture weight, there's not much left, right? We have Centaurs, we have Chaos Furies once again moving in, but the Wood Elf players still has a lot of infantry units. So this is where the capture weight comes from. And even if Staunch is able maybe to fight one unit back with the support of those archers, it is going to be tough. Yeah, and another time here, once again, Chaos Furies are parked here. Now they can engage into those archers. On the other side, the sister once again crush into those Furies. That is crucial damage here. And they're still online. I don't know if maybe the passive already triggered. I guess so. So the heal is probably up. Let's see. Is the Brandwraith still online? No. The Cultist of Tzeentch is here. And also Brandwraith is here. So maybe there is a resurgence in healing, because the Sisters of Twilight did a very good job here. I think now what is going, yeah, now the passive heal is going down, and that is going to be pretty crucial here in this situation. Tzeentch still leading in points, but now the points are switching, right? The points are going more like those points getting captured by the Wood Elves, and Tzeentch has a hard time to come back, and maybe to come back quickly to the front line here. We have now Marauders or Zangors going in. That's maybe good capture weight with good defense stats to survive maybe a couple of those arrows. But on the other side, we have, yeah, just a couple of Centaurs, and they have a hard time against the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. So Zangors now moving in on point number 2, and I would say that it looks good on point number 2, but point number 3 and point number 1, they're in the clutches of the Wood Elves. So Wood Elves now getting point number 1, it's getting flipped soon, and then I'm not sure if Tzeentch still has a chance to come back from this point or not. We have Blue Horrors coming in to support probably the 1 point. I guess maybe if Staunch is able to hold 1 point, he could win on 1, right? I'm not sure. I don't do the math. It's like in Magic. Only the opponent does the math when you attack, so the defender has to do the math. Glade Guards here on point number 1, and then now everything is switching to point number 2, and I guess there is not much left to, yeah, to support those Chaos Lord of Tzeentch and the other units here, the Zangors, right? Let's fast forward a little bit because the main fight is really in the middle right now. Tzeentch, there is, I think, not much coming back from, so that is the problem. There's no unit that can capture effectively any point so far. Maybe this cultist here, but he is just alone, and also the Zangors here, they are not a good unit to capture this here. So fast forward once again, and it seems like even the Wood Elves are now pushing all those units back into the starting position of Tzeentch, and yeah, that is really bad for Tzeentch. But Staunch is still trying to get couple of units in, but I guess when we fast forward here, it looks like triple cap is online for the Wood Elves, and the points are changing more and more. Very interestingly, when you look at the value here, Staunch now took really over, but it seems like Wood Elves have way more units on the battlefield. And when you just call in those units and you have to get to the point, there is much more time to defend, plus to call in maybe some archer units to support by the Wood Elves. So yeah, fast forward once again, and you can really see that it flipped now. Wood Elves are leading in points, and Staunch has the problem now that even if he has this point here, point number 3, he has to get another point, and this is really hard protected by the Wood Elves, and he is trying to come on position number 1 here and trying to get the point. Unfortunately, he would have maybe had a good time to attack those units from behind plus holding the point, but the distance is too high. On this side here, the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch is fighting those Deepwood Scouts. They're still online. That's very crucial here. The magic damage is still poking down those units, and now Wild Hunters of Kurnos coming down, and well, I think it is really hard for Tzeentch now to get 2 points. Fast forward once again, another, what is that? Screamers. We have Screamers here. Screamers probably can support a little bit, but they're anti-large, so they are probably going for some riders here. What is maybe okay, but I'm not sure if that's enough, right? That's a very expensive unit, and you really need to fight or crack up some formation here. Fast forwarding once again, and yeah, points wise it looks more and more dire because and there is the tap out. So Staunch tried his best, and I was surprised there was a little bit of a comeback for Staunch, but in the end it didn't really matter. So the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch, so by the way, I'm always surprised how good those heroes perform in domination, and how long they survive. I probably would have blundered my hero immediately after 2 or 3 minutes in battle. So when you look at the values here, we have a little bit here by the RRR units, and also the Blue Horrors here did a great job. Other than that, I guess one Fury unit was really not effective enough, right? He was also calling in the Screamers, but that was kind of too late, right? Zangors did well, I would say, right? I mean, Centigors did well, and then, Zangors kind of also tried the best. 40 Wood Elves, so the sister was not so effective. Maybe in the melee fights could crush some units, but on the other side, yeah, for sure. Here, Deepwood Scouts, great value, the one unit here for sure. And then the whole support by the arrows was really good. Then Wild Hunters of Kurnos, amazing kill value here. And other than that, still, yeah, another Deepwood Scout unit with great value. That was really interesting to see because it had like wave of leading and then losing points, getting points back, and then still not performing for the win. But that was a good replay, and for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.